Did you know that by this time next month, nearly 1 in 3 UK drivers could be facing a life-changing £2,000 fine or an immediate driving ban, without even being pulled over by a police officer? It sounds like a dystopian movie, but as of February 1st, 2026, the UK's smart road net is tightening. New AI surveillance is now live across the country, capable of peering through your windscreen to catch mistakes you didn't even know were illegal. We are talking about a total crackdown where a single hidden error could see 3 penalty points added to your license instantly. There is one specific, brand new rule that is catching thousands of people off guard. And if you don't know it, your next commute could be your last. Stick with me, because we're breaking down the 10 vital changes you must know to protect your license and your bank account. Number 1. The invisible trap, seatbelt penalty points. Think of the last time you hopped into your car for a quick trip to the local shop. Did you click your seatbelt? Or perhaps, did your passenger in the back seat forget theirs? Before February 1st, 2026, this might have resulted in a slap on the wrist fine. But those days are officially dead. Under the radical new road safety framework, the UK government has turned the seatbelt law into a potential career ender for drivers. For the first time in history, failing to wear a seatbelt is no longer just a financial penalty. It now carries mandatory penalty points on your license. If you or any passenger is caught unbuckled by the new high-tech roadside sensors, you won't just be staring at a staggering £2,000 fine. You'll also see 3 points slapped onto your driving record instantly. Why the drama? Because scientific studies from the Department for Transport have revealed a chilling statistic. Almost 30% of road fatalities involve people not wearing seatbelts. To combat this, the 2026 law uses AI-powered cameras that can peer through windshields even in pitch-black darkness or heavy rain to spot an unclipped buckle. Here is the scary part. If you are a new driver within your first 2 years, just 2 such incidents could see your license revoked entirely. This isn't just about safety anymore. It's about survival in a system that has zero tolerance for negligence. Pro tip: make it a golden rule. The engine does not start until every single person in the car clicks in. One moment of laziness is simply not worth £2,000 and a ruined driving record. Number 2. The one drink trap, slashed alcohol limits. You might think you know your limit. Perhaps you've always lived by the 2 pints and I'm fine rule of thumb. But as of February 1st, 2026, that mindset could land you in a prison cell. The UK government has officially moved to align England and Wales with the much stricter standards already seen in Scotland and most of Europe. The legal limit has been slashed from 80 milligrams to just 50 milligrams of alcohol per 100 milliliters of blood. What does this actually mean for you? In simple terms, for many people, one single drink is now enough to put you over the limit. Scientific research from the Institute of Alcohol Studies proves that even at this new, lower threshold, your reaction times are significantly impaired, and you are 3 times more likely to be involved in a fatal collision. The 2026 strategy isn't just about a slap on the wrist, it's a total crackdown. If you're caught, you aren't just looking at that massive £2,000 fine we mentioned. You are facing a mandatory 12-month driving ban, a criminal record, and the very real possibility of 6 months in prison. The most terrifying part? The introduction of alkolocks. Under the new 2026 rules, even first-time offenders may be forced to pay for and install an electronic breathalyzer in their car that prevents the engine from starting unless they blow a 0% reading. This technology is being rolled out nationwide to ensure that just one for the road becomes a thing of the past. The message for 2026 is clear. If you drink, don't drive. Is one glass of wine worth losing your job, your car, and your freedom? Number 3. The end of self-certification, mandatory eyesight tests. For decades, millions of older drivers in the UK have relied on an honesty policy. When you hit 70, you simply tick a box every 3 years to tell the DVLA that your vision is fine. But as of February 1st, 2026, that loophole is officially under siege. Following the government's explosive new road safety strategy launched just weeks ago, the UK is moving toward a system where taking your word for it is no longer enough. The proposal is simple but devastating for those who haven't visited an optician lately. Mandatory, certified eyesight tests every 3 years for every driver aged 70 and over. Why such a sudden crackdown? The stats are hard to ignore. Recent data shows that nearly 1/4 of all motorists killed on UK roads are aged 70 or above, and in many of these tragic cases, poor vision, specifically glare sensitivity and reduced contrast perception, was a hidden factor. This isn't just a suggestion, it's a technological wall. Authorities are now pushing for these tests to be linked directly to your digital record. If you fail to provide a certified pass from a registered optometrist, your license renewal will be blocked instantly. For the 6.3 million drivers over 70, this is a massive shift. Many drivers don't even realize their vision has deteriorated until they are put behind a professional lens. The drama doesn't stop at the optician's office. Police are also being granted powers for more roadside eyesight checks. If you can't read a number plate from 20 meters in clear daylight, they can now use an expedited process to revoke your license on the spot. The bottom line, if you or a loved one are approaching 70, don't wait for the letter to arrive. Book a professional eye test today. Protecting your independence starts with making sure you can actually see the road ahead. Staying road legal in 2026 is becoming a full-time job, but we put in the hard graft of research so you don't have to. Please show your support by hitting subscribe. It's just one click for you but means the world to us. Make sure to watch our previous video on the new MOT crackdown to avoid even more hidden fines. Drop a comment with the word legend if you're helping us reach our next milestone. Number 4, the green tax trap, EV charges and London's price hike. If you bought an electric vehicle, EV, to save the planet and your wallet, the rules of the game just changed. For years, the UK government and local councils used massive tax breaks to lure drivers into going green. But as of February 1st, 2026, the honeymoon period for EV owners has officially ended. The most shocking blow comes from the capital, where the London Congestion Charge has seen its biggest overhaul in years. On January 2nd, 2026, the daily charge was hiked from £15 to £18. But the real headline grabber is the death of the 100% cleaner vehicle discount. As of this year, electric cars are no longer exempt. If you drive into central London, you are now looking at a daily bill of £13.50, a 25% discount, but only if you are registered for auto-pay. If you aren't on the system, you'll be slapped with the full £18 daily fee, and a late payment could push that to £21. Why? Because Transport for London, TfL, data shows that with over 112,000 EVs now in the zone, they are causing as much traffic as petrol cars. It doesn't stop in London. Across the entire UK, the Vehicle Excise Duty, VED, exemption for electric cars has been scrapped. Most EV owners are now being hit with the £195 standard rate for road tax. And if you own a premium EV, watch out. The expensive car supplement is now live for electrics. While the government did raise the threshold for EVs to £50,000 in April 2026, anyone with a high-end model will still pay an extra £425 per year for the first 5 years. The drama, for many, the cheap electric commute has just become a massive monthly expense. The message from 2026 is clear. Road space is no longer free, regardless of what's under your bonnet. Number 5. The all-seeing AI, invisible roadside sentinels. Imagine a camera that doesn't just clock your speed, but actually looks inside your car to see what you're doing with your hands. This isn't science fiction. As of February 1st, 2026, the UK's rollout of AI-powered surveillance cameras has moved from trial phase to permanent execution. These aren't your standard yellow boxes. These are high-definition, infrared-equipped sentinels that can peer through your windscreen in pitch-black darkness or at speeds of up to 186 miles per hour. The technology, powered by systems like Exorcising, uses advanced heads-up AI to automatically flag drivers who are holding a mobile phone, even if it's tucked low near the gear stick. But it goes further. The AI also detects if you're not in proper control of the vehicle, meaning if you're eating, applying makeup, or distracted by a pet, the camera captures it all. The results are then instantly cross-referenced with DVLA databases to check your insurance and tax status. The shocking truth, in recent trials across Greater Manchester and Devon, these cameras caught over 3,200 offenders in just 5 weeks. The penalty for being caught on your phone? A crushing £1,000 fine and 6 penalty points. For a new driver, that is an instant ban from a single camera flash. The drama lies in their invisibility. These cameras use invisible flashes and can be mounted on mobile trailers or high motorway gantries, making them nearly impossible to spot until the letter arrives in your post. According to National Highways, the goal is a culture of accountability, but for most, it feels like a digital trap. The lesson for 2026: if you're behind the wheel, the AI is watching. Put the phone in the glove box, because I was just checking the map is no longer a valid excuse in the eyes of an algorithm. Number 6. The digital shift. Goodbye physical licenses. For over 80 years, the pink plastic photo card has been the gold standard for proving you're legal to drive. But as of February 1st, 2026, the UK is entering a new era that feels straight out of a tech thriller. The government has officially launched the wider rollout of the Gov UK wallet, a secure app designed to live on your smartphone and eventually replace your physical wallet entirely. While the DVLA isn't forcing you to bin your plastic card just yet, the shift toward a digital driving license is much more than just a convenience. It's a powerful new tool for enforcement. Why the sudden change? According to the Government Digital Service, GDS, nearly 1 million physical licenses are lost or stolen every year in the UK, creating a massive vacuum for identity fraud. The new digital version uses bank-level biometrics, including facial recognition and liveness checks, to ensure that the person behind the screen is truly the license holder. But here is the dramatic twist. Unlike a physical card, a digital license is live. This means if you are handed a ban or pick up penalty points in court, your digital record is updated instantly. There is no more forgetting to send your license off to the DVLA. The authorities can now revoke your right to drive with the click of a button. Furthermore, the 2026 update introduces a Share My License feature. Planning to rent a car for the weekend? Instead of handing over your precious documents, you'll generate a secure QR code that grants temporary access to your driving record. It's faster, safer, and entirely paperless. However, the hidden danger lies in your data. With automated cameras and digital records now linked, keeping your home address and medical details updated on the app is mandatory. Failing to update your digital file could lead to an expired status on your phone, leaving you stranded at the roadside with a voided insurance policy. The future is here, and it's digital. Just make sure your phone is charged. Number 7. The Learner Driver Crackdown. The end of the quick pass. If you're currently learning to drive or have a teenager itching to get their hands on a full license, the rules of the road just got a lot more complicated. As of spring 2026, the DVSA has launched a massive offensive against the black market of driving tests. For years, bot-powered websites and unscrupulous third parties have been snapping up test slots and reselling them for hundreds of pounds, leaving genuine learners stranded for months. But the new 2026 booking reform is designed to kill that industry once and for all. The major change: from now on, only the learner driver can book and manage their own practical test. Driving instructors and third-party apps are officially banned from booking on your behalf. This means you must take full control of your gov.uk account. But there's a catch. You are now limited to just 2 changes per booking. If you try to swap your date or location more than twice, your booking is automatically cancelled, and you have to start from scratch. Plus, you can no longer shop around for quiet test centres across the country. You are restricted to centres close to your home address to prevent people from cheating the system in easier areas. The drama: the government is also consulting on a mandatory minimum learning period. This could mean a legal requirement to wait 6 months between passing your theory test and taking your practical exam. The goal? To stop people from rushing into tests before they are ready, a trend that has led to a dismal 48% pass rate. The survival tip: don't book your test until your instructor confirms you are test ready in their new instructor portal. If you need to cancel, you now must give a full 10 working days notice to get your money back. In 2026, patience isn't just a virtue, it's a legal necessity to avoid losing your fee and your slot. Number 8. Exorcising the ghost, the number plate lockdown. Have you ever seen a number plate that looks slightly too shiny, or has a strange reflective film over the letters? You might have just spotted a ghost plate. For years, Drivers have used these modified plates, designed to be invisible to infrared, IR, cameras and speed traps, to speed through motorways with total impunity. But as of February 1st, 2026, the ghost hunting season has officially begun. Under the government's explosive new road safety strategy, the authorities are launching an all-out war on IR-evasive technology. New data from Transport for London recently revealed a staggering statistic. In a single check of 1,000 vehicles, nearly 41% of licensed taxis and private hire vehicles were found using non-compliant plates to dodge road charges. The days of a slap on the wrist, £100 fine are gone. If you are caught with an illegal ghost, 3D, or 4D plate that is designed to defeat enforcement, you are now facing an on-the-spot £1,000 fine and, for the first time, penalty points on your license. The dramatic shift: the police have been equipped with a new generation of ghost-defeating cameras, like the MAV-RQ. These devices use AI and machine learning to detect subtle discrepancies and reflective distortions that a human eye would never see. If the AI flags your plate as suspicious, police now have the discretionary power to seize your vehicle on the spot to prevent further offenses. The reality check: while 4D plates are still technically legal if they meet the strict BSAU 145E standards, any tinting, stealth coatings, or non-standard fonts are now a massive legal liability. The message for 2026 is clear. Your car might be your pride and joy, but if you try to make it invisible to the law will make your car vanish into an impound lot. Number 9. The Digital Co-Pilot, Mandatory Black Boxes and AEB. If you're planning to buy a brand new car in 2026, prepare to share your dashboard with an unblinking digital co-pilot. As of February 1st, 2026, the UK is finally aligning with the strict General Safety Regulations, GSR2. This means that every single new car rolling off a dealership forecourt must now be fitted with a suite of 18 mandatory safety technologies. We are moving away from cars that just drive, to cars that think and react for you, and for some, it feels like the ultimate nanny state move. The headline feature is Autonomous Emergency Braking, AEB. This system uses radar and cameras to see a potential crash before you do. If it detects a pedestrian, a cyclist, or a stationary vehicle and you don't react in time, the car will slam on the anchors automatically. Scientific studies from the European Transport Safety Council suggest this tech alone could reduce rear-end collisions by up to 38%. But that's not all. New cars will also feature Intelligent Speed Assistance, ISA, a system that knows the speed limit of every road and will actively warn you, or even restrict your engine power, if you try to speed. The dramatic part: every new car will now carry an Event Data Recorder, EDR, essentially a black box for your car. In the event of an accident, this device records your speed, braking force, and steering angle in the seconds leading up to the crash. There is no more "it wasn't my fault." The data will tell the truth to insurance companies and the police. While these features are designed to save lives, they are also driving up the price of entry-level cars and fundamentally changing the relationship between driver and machine. In 2026, you aren't just driving, you're being supervised. Number 10. The hierarchy of road users, the road turned upside down. Perhaps the most fundamental shift in the 2026 Highway Code isn't about technology, but about responsibility. The UK has fully cemented the hierarchy of road users, a legal concept that completely flips traditional right-of-way on its head. Under the new Rule H1, the law now places the greatest responsibility on those who can cause the most harm. In simple terms, if you are driving a car, you are now legally responsible for the safety of cyclists and pedestrians, regardless of who got there first. The dramatic reality: imagine you are turning left into a side road. Previously, you might have expected a pedestrian waiting on the pavement to wait for you to pass. Not anymore. Under Rule H2, you must give way to pedestrians waiting to cross. If you turn across them and cause an accident, the hierarchy of road users means the legal blame will almost certainly rest on your shoulders. The same applies to cyclists. Under Rule H3, drivers are strictly forbidden from cutting across cyclists going straight ahead. You must wait for a safe gap, even if it means stopping in the middle of a main road. Why the change? Statistics show that pedestrians and cyclists make up nearly half of all road deaths in the UK. By forcing drivers to be the guardians of the road, the government aims to create a culture of care. But for drivers, it means a much higher risk of fines and points for careless driving if they fail to yield. In 2026, being in the right doesn't matter as much as being the protector. As we've seen, the roads of Great Britain are entering a high-tech era where the margins for error are now razor-thin. From February 1st, 2026, the way we drive, park, and even think about road safety has fundamentally shifted. Whether it's the invisible eyes of AI cameras monitoring your seatbelt or the strict new alcohol limits that make just one drink a massive risk, the stakes have never been higher. A simple oversight could now lead to a life-altering £2,000 fine or the instant loss of your driving license. These updates aren't just about penalties. They are about a new culture of accountability and digital surveillance. Staying informed is no longer optional. It is your only shield against a system designed for total enforcement. But I want to hear your thoughts. Which of these 10 laws do you think is the most extreme? Is it the mandatory eyesight tests or the crackdown on ghost number plates? Drop a comment below and let's start the conversation. If you found this breakdown valuable, please smash that like button and subscribe to our channel to stay ahead of every major UK update. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're the first to know when the rules change again. Drive safe, stay legal, and we'll see you in the next video.